Hi, my name is Greg Justice, and in my workshops on the art of interviews, using acting techniques in interviews for jobs, scholarships, and graduate school, one of the techniques that I cover is a whole series on nonverbal communication. And today I want to share with you one of the specific techniques in nonverbals, and that is things that you can do while sitting in a chair when conducting an interview. Now, when people come into interviews, what they do most often is sit in the chair and lean back in the chair like this, trying to create the illusion that they're not nervous, when in fact we know that interviews are really one of the most nerve-wracking and most stressful things that we have a tendency to go through in our careers. So I advocate that if you're sitting in the back of a chair trying to create the illusion that you are not nervous, you're lying even before the interview begins. Look at the difference between this person that sits in the back of the interview trying to act like they're relaxed, and now look at the difference between this person that sits in the middle of the chair, brings their torso into alignment, and actually brings their torso a little bit towards the interviewer. The next technique in chairs is that when people sit down in interviews, most of the time they sit straight on to the person conducting the interview with them. This gives the human body width and it gives it height, but it doesn't give it any depth. If any of you know anything about portrait painting or glamour photography, one of the first things you learn in either of those artistic mediums is how do I place the subject to the viewer? And the answer is that you turn the viewer to the side. When you turn the viewer to the side, it has a tendency to make the subject look much more aesthetically appealing. So I also advocate in interviews, when you sit down in the chair, not only do you sit in alignment with good posture, but you turn yourself a little bit to the side. It gives you width, it gives you height, and it gives you depth to that person that's watching you, because you want them to watch you for as long a time as possible.